Nebulae and star clusters. A nebula is a cloud of dust and gas inside a galaxy. Nebulae become visible if the gas glows or if the cloud reflects starlight or obscures light from more distant objects. Emission nebulae shine because their gas emits light when it is stimulated by radiation from hot young stars. Reflection nebulae shine because their dust reflects light from stars in or around the nebula. Dark nebulae appear as silhouettes because they block out light from shining nebulae or stars behind them. Two types of nebula are associated with dying stars: planetary nebula and supernova remnants. Both consist of expanding shells of gas that were once the outer layers of a star. A planetary nebula is a gas shell drifting away from a dying stellar core. A supernova remnant is a gas shell moving away from a stellar core at great speed following a violent explosion called a supernova. Stars are often found in groups known as clusters. Open clusters are loose groups of a few thousand young stars that were born from the same cloud and are drifting apart. Globular clusters are densely packed, roughly spherical groups of hundreds of thousands of older stars. Pleiades open star cluster with a reflection nebula. Wisps of dust and hydrogen gas. The cluster is passing through a region of interstellar material. Young star in an open cluster of more than 1000 stars. Reflection nebula. Trifid nebula, emission nebula. Reflection nebula, emission nebula, dust line, starbirth region, area in which dust and gas clump together to form stars. Horsehead nebula, dark nebula. Glowing filament of hot ionized hydrogen gas. Alnitak, star in Orion's belt. Dust line, emission nebula, star near southern end of Orion's belt. Emission nebula. Horsehead nebula, reflection nebula, dark nebula obscuring light from distant stars. Orion nebula, diffuse emission nebula. Glowing cloud of dust and hydrogen gas forming part of Orion nebula. Dust cloud. Trapezium, group of 4 young stars. Red light from hot ionized hydrogen gas. Gas cloud emitting light due to ultraviolet radiation from the 4 young trapezium stars. Green light from hot ionized oxygen gas. Glowing filament of hot ionized hydrogen gas. Helix nebula, planetary nebula. Planetary nebula, gas shell expanding outwards from dying stellar core. Remnant of core with a surface temperature of about 100,000 degree Celsius. Red light from hot ionized hydrogen gas. Blue-green light from hot ionized oxygen and nitrogen gases. Vela supernova remnant. Supernova remnant, gas shell consisting of outer layers of star thrown off in supernova explosion. Hydrogen gas emitting red light due to being heated by supernova explosion. Glowing filament of hot ionized hydrogen gas.